Hi, ich bin Mikey und willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Call of Juarez, Gunslinger. Wir haben gerade Flatten aus Curry erledigt und haben jetzt noch einen Skillpunkt zu vergeben. Festes Gun, Fast Aiming. Das ist sehr schön, das nehmen wir doch direkt mit. Und stürzen uns dann in die nächste Mission. 1:30 to Hell. Silas Greaves claims that his relentless pursuit of Bob Bryan forced the leaders of the Wild Bunch to flee to South America. The quick shooter is lightning fast. Watch out, you don't go through all your ammo. Jo, okay, da soweit war ich schon. Ja. Okay.
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, because I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
Hätte vielleicht darauf achten sollen, wie viel Zeit da dazwischen vergangen ist. Ich höre es um mich herum rascheln. Ich rieche einen Hinterhalt.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado.
Ich wollte echt gerade reinrennen und Fokus ziehen, aber... Ach nee, muss ich sogar. Okay, warum mein Fokus jetzt nicht bestehen will? Weil ich keinen habe. Jetzt ist mein Fokus voll. So, hier gegen den Inlate wechseln. Der ist mir nämlich lieber wie der Quick Shooter. Und hier haben wir noch einen Nugget. Weg.
Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty.
Ich hab bloß gefunden, Butch Cassidy hier das Nugget lesen. Robert Leroy Parker adopted the name Cassidy in honor of his mentor, Mike Cassidy. The nickname Butch was earned when he worked as a butcher in Rock Springs, Wyoming. History remembers him not as a rancher or a butcher, but rather as the leader of one of the Wild West's most notorious gangs. It was known as the Wild Bunch by some. Others called them the Hole in the War gang. Butch was considered calm and sensible for a man of his profession, and because of that, the Wild Bunch boasted the longest streak of successful bank and train robberies in the history. Today, Butch Cassidy is always remembered together with his friend and partner, the Sundance Kid. Both were forced to leave the country to take refuge in Bolivia. That is also where they died in 1908. Surrounded in their own house by a band of Bolivian soldiers and officers, one of the two, it's impossible to know who killed his wounded friend and then committed suicide. It was never proved beyond any doubt that the two dead Americans were indeed Cassidy and Sundance. One version of the history has Cassidy returning to the United States under a false name to die as late as 1936. One thing is certain though, both men are now most definitely dead, even as their legend lives on.
I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
The rest of the gang... But how? Starre ich einfach in die Ferne? Offensichtlich nicht. Da hinten. Hat die da was an die Wand gekritzelt?
And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific. The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
The next morning, outside of Parachute. Prevent the gang from blowing up the overpass.
Curry was considered the wildest of the Wild Bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children. Though some say it was only 5.
58 uneheliche Kinder. Oh, willkommen bei Klar TV.
Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me.
Fat Sally.
The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. And I made it a point to remove any dynamite that I came across. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Ich sollte mich da eigentlich dran gewöhnt haben, dass hier Level-Elemente einfach von der Decke fallen, aber ich habe es nicht getan.
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
Hoppala. Rechts. Oh, ja, geht mir katastrophal auf den Sack. Wisst ihr das? Geht doch. Jetzt geht mir allmählich die Gewehrmunition aus. Nevermind. Armored Shotgun. Okay, dann. So, was haben wir hier jetzt noch? Grenadier, Throw, Shoot, Dynamite, Headhunter, more concentration for headshots. Make some headshots to increase your focus. For each headshot load you will receive 50% concentration. Ja, vielen Dank. Nehme ich.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
Gesagt, getan. Bam, bitches.
All the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually there was a fourth charge impeding my progress. Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Ich finde schön, dass es immer wieder versucht.
So I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work. I needed an alternate path forward.
Ach, bleibt weg mit euren Nuggets. Ich habe keine Lust mehr darauf. Hm? Hoffe ich jetzt im Kreis? Seems that way. Sort of Rifle, nee, du lass mal. So, hier hoch. Auch. Da geht's nur wieder runter. Hä? Bin ich jetzt bescheuert? Ach so, da drüben. Ah, scheiße. Ich bin doof. Wie kommen wir da rüber? Tja, toll.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it.
Ups. Ach du Scheiße.
Quick. I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment.
Yes, yes.
Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion. But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass, as I was not a young man anymore. Of course, I had to tread carefully. Otherwise, I could, well, die.
Ja, ist mir aufgefallen. Danke, Silas. Danke. Ah, here we go again. Hopp. Mal noch über den Baumstamm.
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
These tracers fury ass me. Nuttier than a damn fruit.
Ah, scheiße, ich dachte, ich könnte mir schön nochmal die Combo hochziehen. Verdammte Scheiße.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun.
Au, 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 au. God damn it. Das war auch gerade so viel auf einmal. S-A-W-D-S-A.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Oh, okay, alles klar. Kid Curry. Keine coolen Untertitel? Ich muss doch jetzt keine Konzentration für Leute aufbringen, die auf mich zustürmen. Jetzt gibt mir rapide die Munition aus.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Autschi. Okay. Oh, okay, Dynamit kann man nicht gedrückt halten. Okay. Dann machen wir das jetzt doch über... So. Na toll. Beste Wurf meines Lebens. Wie treffe ich den denn? Muss näher ran. Okay, das funktioniert so nicht. Näher ran, mehr Deckung. So, jetzt habe ich bloß kein Dynamit mehr, das heißt... Deckung. Und zurück zum Dynamit. Wow. Oh, nein. Curry geht's noch super. Aber nicht mehr lange. Und mehr Munition. Ich habe doch wieder Dynamit bekommen, oder? Ich habe kein Dynamit mehr. Fehlt mein Leben. Was ist da drüben? Oh, Dynamit. Gott sei Dank.
That's when I met Kid Curry himself.
Okay.
He decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally. You're gonna bleed.
Alles klar. Na dann. Er hat immer noch seine Gefängnisklamotten an. Ich bin fasziniert. Nein, 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 ich verliere Speed, ich verliere Speed. Ich verliere zu schnell zu viel Speed. Yes! First try!
I was just a bit faster.
Geil!
And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Yo. Headshot, motherfucker.
Those were his last words.
Na dann. Chillig. Und weiter im Text.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kind of glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James.
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Death rides a steel stallion. According to Silas, another of his brother's murderers robbed trains with Jesse James. Ich fange ja allmählich an, ein wiederkehrendes Thema zu entdecken, das da lautet Züge. Und wieder mitten rein. Oh, aber richtig mitten rein. Okay, aber bevor wir das hier gleich übertreiben, machen wir hier nämlich erst einen kleinen Cut. Und dann springen wir hier richtig rein. Ich bedanke mich bei allen fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal.